Memories of walking halls and working hard, we children realize. You and I encourage navigation.
Good morning, navigators, and welcome to another Motivational Monday. I am excited. Listen, we just made it through the first month of 2021, and things are looking good. All right, as you know, well, if you don't know, I'm letting you know that February is a pretty big month. Big month, short on days. We got a lot to unpack. But before we get into that, let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, navigators, it's the month of February, and of course, February is Black History Month. And our Motivational Monday, I have a special treat for you. I want to highlight not Martin Luther King, which he's very, very vital in Black history, but I really want to highlight two special people that one I'm just learning about myself, and another one is you're very familiar with them, but we'll get to that later. But this is Black History Month, so you'll be doing activities and you'll be learning about African American figures who have done a lot to impact the history and the great nation that we're a part of. Also, this is, you know it, School Counselors Week. That is this week, the 1st through the 5th. And myself and Ms. Howe are really, really excited about that. We have some things coming your way. And so just thank you all for allowing us to care on you and be there for you, because without you, there is no us. And we really love to be here for you and to root you on, to pick you up. This is just what we're here to do. All right. Also, on February 3rd, it is Read Aloud Around the World. And so our superintendent, Dr. Parker, will be sending out a video of himself reading aloud. So that should be really, really cool for you all to take a look at. And that's got that in store for you. Also, I have to mention, I got to keep letting you all know, because everybody who had perfect attendance or they missed 4 or less days, we're going to turn up at this virtual glow party. Remember, February 12th, that's a Friday, and it's at 6 p.m. And I want to go ahead right now and list the students with perfect attendance from September to January who qualify to be at the virtual glow party. Here's those students. Bear with me, you all, but please make some noise for John Billings, Jaden Carter, Keevan Chavez, Oviedo, Garrick Fox, Anaya Gray, Farrah Harris, Terrell Johnson, LaMarcus Lewis, Eliana Morgan, Akira McQueen Parker, Caden Rose, and last but certainly not least, Star Renee Whitaker. Let's give them a round of applause. Shout out to all of you for coming to school every day, plugging in, and just showing up. Showing up is half the battle, and we're going to continue to highlight those of you who are coming to school and are committed to excellence, because that's what we're anchored in. All right, and so check out the morning show this week, and we'll next highlight the group of students who only missed one day from September to January. But without further ado, it is time to give our birthday shout outs. February. It's actually my birthday month. I'm not going to tell y'all the day because it's not about me. It is about Royal Robinson. It is also about Aubrey Ridden. It is also about Jaden Thomas Freeland. It is also about Adez Logan. And we cannot forget King Miller Diamond and Kamora Thomas. All of those people have birthdays from the 1st, that's today, to the 7th on Sunday. And so, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Navigators, that wraps up my announcements as well as my shout outs. So here's what we're going to do. I got a video for you to learn about Bryan Stevenson. Just give you a little bit of background before the video starts. He is a lawyer. He's a lawyer that graduated from Harvard Law School, a Black African-American lawyer who graduated from Harvard Law School, and he devoted his whole career to fighting injustice in the criminal system, helping African-American or anybody he felt was unjustly arrested to get out a life sentence and sometimes even the death penalty. His work that was so profound that they end up making a movie about his life, and it was played by an African-American actor by the name of Michael B. Jordan. Most of you know him from Black Panther, and he's another African-American figure that I want to highlight. Two Black males that are really making a change and pushing forward for not only for African-Americans but for America in general. So please check out the video.
We're going to meet the man that you play in the movie after this. He's incredible. We'll be right back. We're back with Michael B. Jordan, and joining us is the man that Michael plays in Just Mercy. This is lawyer Bryan Stevenson, everybody. So we were talking about you before you came out here. You have been working for 30 years to try to get people out of prison that are wrongly accused. You've helped over 140 people out of, I just have to read this, first of all. I'm sure you never thought a movie was going to be made about your life, or that Michael B. Jordan would be playing you. We'll get to that in a second, because that's got to be wonderful to hear that he's playing you. In the 70s, there were 300,000 people in jail. Now there are 2.2 million in jail. 1 in 3 black babies will end up in jail. Black defendants are 11 times more likely to get the death penalty than white ones. It's infuriating.
It is, and that's what drew me into this work. I feel like we're in a crisis. We have the highest rate of incarceration in the world, 6 million people on probation parole. There's 70 million Americans that have criminal arrests, which means that they're often disfavored when they try to get jobs or try to get loans. 132 million people in this country have family members in our jails and prisons, and it would be one thing if it was necessary, but we put people in jails and prisons for silly things. I'm representing people who are serving life sentences for writing a bad check of $50 or simple possession of marijuana, life without parole. So we have this over-incarceration and this excessive punishment problem. And that's what drew me into this work, and it's one of the reasons why I feel like it's so urgent that people learn and know more about what's happening.
Absolutely. You talk about people of color being presumed dangerous, and this story is crazy.
Yeah, it's happened to me. I went into a courtroom just a couple of years ago. I just argued a case at the U.S. Supreme Court, and I was there in this courtroom in the Midwest to do a hearing. And when I walked in, I had my suit and tie on. I was sitting at defense counsel's table, and the judge walked in, and when he saw me, he started screaming at me. He said, hey, you get back out there in the hallway. I don't want any defendant sitting in my courtroom without their lawyer. And I had to explain to him, I said, no, Judge, I am the lawyer. My name is Bryan Stevenson. And he started laughing, and the prosecutor started laughing, and I made myself laugh because I didn't want to disadvantage my client. Client came in, we did the hearing, but afterward I was thinking, what is it when this judge saw a middle-aged black man in a suit and tie? It didn't even occur to him that's a lawyer. And that kind of thinking is what's behind all of the frustration when police shoot unarmed black and brown people. It's behind the frustration that so many people have when their loved ones are carted off to prison for things they didn't do. And that's part of what we're trying to get at through this story.
Well, number one, that he even said that to you, but then he laughs afterwards instead of being embarrassed and saying, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." And it's incredible.
Well, we haven't done in this country what other countries have done, which is to try to engage in a reckoning, in a truth and reconciliation process. In South Africa, outside of their constitutional court, there are symbols and emblems designed to make sure that no one forgets the injustice of apartheid. But in this country, we haven't talked about slavery. We haven't talked about the native genocide. We don't talk about lynching. We haven't created the kind of memorialization symbols that are designed to make sure we are truthful and honest about this history. You start talking about race and people get nervous. And that has to change. And that's why I'm hoping that we will have an era of truth and justice in this country. And we shouldn't fear it, because I just think there's something better waiting for us in America. I do.
Yeah, we have to address it. Before we go to break, I have to ask you, when you found out Michael B. Jordan was playing you, what was that day?
It was pretty exciting. First of all, he is so talented and he is so gifted, but he is also deeply committed to these issues. And when I met him, that gave me so much confidence about this. And I had to tell everybody, Michael B. Jordan is playing me, but it's the young me, so don't think I'm that big. And he was so committed to doing things right. He worked super hard. There's a choreography to being in the court. He got all of that down. He was really focused, and he wanted to do everything authentic. And I said, that's so great, Michael. I appreciate that. The one area where we don't have to be authentic, you can keep the Black Panther Creed body when you play me. I don't need you to go on a lawyer diet. And it's been a great honor to see him on the screen. He does an amazing job, but an even bigger honor to get to know him and appreciate his extraordinary talent and his beautiful heart.
Yeah, he is. He has a beautiful heart.
Yes, he does.
All right. Well, I want to thank you for all the work you do, obviously. And I know the organization you founded is called the Equal Justice Initiative. Yep. It's run strictly on donations, and our friends at Green Dot Bank want to help support your organization. They're going to
Wow. How cool was that? I don't want to add much to it. Bryan Stevenson, African-American lawyer fighting injustice. Michael B. Jordan uses his skill set and his gift to make art about people like Bryan Stevenson. All I want to say is that's what heroes look like. They don't always have capes. Sometimes you've never even heard of them. And what's also true is sometimes the heroes that you're looking for are the people who you wake up to next to every day. And so that's all I have for as far as the message for Motivational Monday and highlighting two African-American figures. And now what I would like to do is to jump into our mantras. So let's jump right into it. I am somebody. And I am unique. I will succeed because today I aim to be a better me. I respect you and you respect me. Commitment to respect breeds unity. Navigators, the only way to fail is to quit, and navigators, persevere. Y'all ready? Let me make sure. Thought I heard somebody talking. Shh. No, I'm just joking. All right, so last two. Let's get it. Navigators are, last but not least, 4,200 family is. Well, thank you. You all have a great week. We kicked it off strong. I love the energy, and I'll see you all around Black History Month. February kicked off. Happy birthday to everybody. Peace.